The first time I wanted to disappear was when I was 11 years old. I was in the kitchen and I was cleaning the mess that my dad made, and I accidentally broke one of the gifts that my dad gave my mom. It was like a Starbucks cup that I know doesn't mean shit because my dad is always loving for 3 days and then he fucking snaps and abuses us emotionally for 2 more days, and then he's back to being all lovey and cute like nothing ever happened. But I still cried when I broke it, and my dad shouted at me and hit me, and it was my breaking point where I crashed, and I was crying and telling myself like I would move to Korea and buy my mom a shitty ass Starbucks gift, send it over, and never see this bitch ass family again. And I was 11 during that time, so my mental was kind of fucked. Now, I had a therapist who was like, you shouldn't want to disappear because family connections are important. But I fucking hate that idea. If I want to disappear so badly, why the fuck should I try to work towards the opposite? Why should I be the one who tries to fix my family? If anything, I should be the one who actually disappears because I want it so badly. So I turned to addictions. I was addicted to porn and video games and anime and Xanax and alcohol. And I felt like a failure after every time I indulged in them because when the high ended and I realized that I had to endure my shitty ass family again, endure my shitty ass life again, I wanted to die because I'm stuck in this life forever. I guess that's where that therapist was coming from, where he was like, don't try to disappear because you'll end up chasing addictions to try and disappear. But I genuinely wanted out, so I picked myself up and locked in on my first ever business to try to make enough to disappear permanently, forever, without that realization at 2 a.m. that I have to go back, without that. And it was really hard to work on it. I mean, I couldn't be productive because my family would constantly bug me. It wasn't annoying, it's just like family interactions per se, but I still wanted out. I didn't want to speak to them. I didn't want to live this life. I just wanted out. And one night I woke up at 1 a.m., just out of the blue randomly. I got up, took my laptop to the kitchen so I wouldn't wake up my brother because we shared the same room, and started working on that business at 1 a.m. And it was the best work session I've ever done. It was literally the best few hours of my life. It wasn't because I was productive. It was because I didn't fucking see my family. They were all sleeping. So it was just me, my computer, and my desire to escape. I was gone emotionally when I switched my routine to nocturnal and actually started working towards escaping, because now mentally my mind's not in this family anymore. My mind's not in this life. My mind's in the future life of escaping. That is literally what I wanted my entire life, to disappear, to never see this life again. So live your dream life right now. You shouldn't pray to randomly get rich one day so you can move out. You shouldn't be randomly waiting till you turn 18 so you can leave. It's just not gonna happen because there's always gonna be that one thing that prevents you from doing that unless you shut up and take the plunge right now. Shut up and do the work that's necessary to actually get what you want, which is to disappear. Be like me, where if you want to disappear, you find a way to disappear until you actually disappear. And I made so many people get to a point where they're locked in to where they are capable of leaving, where they're capable of putting in work towards the things that would make their lives easy. I've made literally every single one of my clients lock in towards becoming free. So if you want that, DM me on Discord and I can get you to a point where you're locked in to where you can leave.